Thinking just out here we should be able to get a decent amount of snow, go back in and quickly boil it up. The cold is very quickly building. Harvest. Item to harvest. Oh, that's not even harvesting, that's kind of breaking down. Repair, log, bedroll, start fire, forage woods. No, I don't want to forage wood, I want snow. Let me get some snow, please. It's all I ever wanted. Then again, I know there's a cabin here, but I don't particularly want to make the most of it. I do want to get used to this rifle and just how it aims though, but I don't particularly want to waste any ammo. I can see that kind of being a huge important deal when it comes to nightfall. I do have a hunting knife though, so I can hopefully protect myself slightly with that, but it's not going to be too effective. If I go over this hillside, I might find something new and exciting. Could be anything. Can I take down a tree? That'd need an axe, wouldn't I? No, can't do anything, but it's got a weird little buzzy beep every time I click, so it means that I should be able to do something if I had the right tools for the job. Ooh, can I take some of the ice? I really want to shoot the deer, but I have no reason to at the moment, kind of because it'll be too heavy. It might attract the wildlife, and on top of that, where am I going to store it? And I've got the nice cabin down the road, but I'm not too sure that's really going to be too much use. Especially when just wandering around hoping for the best when it comes to survival, and then being terrified the fact that it's incredibly cold. But as long as we stay kind of away from the wind really, hoping if we stay close to the rocks, I've kind of taken that into consideration, it'll slow down the wind chill. And if we're close to the rocks, we can kind of just scour the area without too many issues of getting lost. I think we're only about a 30-second walk back from the cabin, so if the wind chill gets too bad or the cold gets a bit too high, I should be able to run back without too many issues, but the wind stopped entirely apparently. Could that be because we're out of the valley, or have they just coded it so every now and then the wind kind of goes up and goes down? Could be anything really, but I've got to say this game is fairly slow paced. I know there's not too much in it for the alpha build, but I don't know, I kind of expected something a bit more than just the exact same tree over and over again, just kind of rotated slightly. Then again, there could be more. We could just kind of be jumping it. Anything around here at all? Anything at all? I'm going to go for the same tactic as last time. Go to the higher ground and kind of look around, try and find something beautiful. Then again, if there's logs all kind of logged up, yes, logs stacked up over there, it kind of might mean survival. You might meet another human being. Or find a tunnel. Or it's a tunnel. It might be filled with anything. Just bears or anything really, but it hasn't rusted yet, so judging from that logic, tunnel collapse. I had such high expectations, but no. Apparently not, I don't get anything out of this. Could there be anything at all? Oh, but sat in the corner. Is it warmer in the corner? Is that actually coded? Yeah, apparently so. That's actually quite amazing. I can even follow my footsteps home. Although I doubt they particularly last forever. Anything around here? It's an evil hand. What happened here? Just they got attacked by a polar bear and the entire thing just kind of flipped over. It just flew 20 feet into the sky and no one understood what happened, so they ran. I was part of that team. I got on a plane and the polar bear, it took down the plane, it threw a tree at it like a javelin. The plane, it's plummeted to the ground and it caught it. It wouldn't let us off that easily. We're to survive in this horrifying train tragedy. Is that a red train in the distance? But how are we doing temperature-wise? We're really not doing too badly at all. I may want to try and set up some of those snares in the future though. But not until we've found a nice place to settle down. Oh, then again, for the time being, it's just wandering down the train tracks. And we're a little bit closer. I say, I'm slightly concerned about the size of this game at the moment. It's supposed to be a sandbox survival. But for the most part, you can't particularly find any items. You can't particularly find any place to really survive. There's not really any actions to actually, build things. And judging by the position of the mountain, we're just kind of going straight back on where we were previously, just kind of doubling round a mountainside. There's a house down there, so we can try and raid that for supplies. Aha, the great Canadian flag. We'll open it with our maple syrup everywhere. It'll be beautiful. I'll never expect this tragedy of a crazy man with a rifle he stole from someone who lives on the other side of the cliff walking to their home. But there's a camp office and there may be phone lines, maybe? Can we phone home? Or can we walk in the middle of the lake and probably die in the process, because that seems like an awful idea. But screw it, let's just go for it. Let's make the most of the situation. Look, it's rather spooky in here. Potbelly stove. Jerry can, wasn't it? There's a lot of kerosene, that could be fairly useful. Beef jerky. more food than I could possibly devour. Pork and beans. Ah, you're not hiding from me, are you? Reclaimed wood, I'll go with that. You're now
I could use this.
quite happily start a fire now. But too many issues in the slightest. A bit of kerosene in it, we can probably use that to start the fire. But through the back door, what can we find? Anything at all. But realistically, I don't want to stay too cold forever. And it's starting to build. It's actually going down. Don't even need it at the moment. But will we need some food? Not food, will we need some water? Anything in there?
Come in handy.
Aha, that is very nice. Marine's pea coat. We put that on, it should make us a hell of a lot warmer. Put that on now. Currently, what do we have? Well, that's weighing quite a fair bit, so that's going to kind of keep us down, but I may just drop that on the floors. We don't really have too much of a use for it at the moment. Now, where is that wonderful jacket? Ooh. Okay, that's +8, +4. Very nice. That should be very nice. It should help with survival greatly, immensely. Use that for more fire. For all the fire in the world. Any coffee, please? Please, coffee. All the coffee in the world, please. The coffee, I have nothing. Although matches could be a slight issue eventually. Tinder, it's fine. Reclaimed wood. Kerosene, we're not using any more kerosene for this. I'll just risk the 50-50. Hopefully it won't fail drastically. It didn't end too badly. We've kind of got up our fire starting skill. Eventually we can start forest fires. It'll be fine. Oh, that's how we burn the snow. Yes, burn the snow. We'll set it on fire. We'll just set fire to the entire Antarctic. Because that's the way it works. If we melt a bit of snow, it should be quite nice. I don't think snow could actually hold... Could snow actually hold salt? I don't believe so. It'd melt, wouldn't it? So of course that's safe to drink. It could have all kinds of bacteria, but I'm sure the game's not considering that. It'll be fine. And we've run out of heat. How lovely. Equipment. Come on. Tin of coffee. What is anything here? Scrap metal. Any food? Okay, food and drink. Let's go for this. It may be cold, but it should be quite nice still. It should be nice and quaint. Like, what now? Equipment? Anything else? Pork and beans? We just gotta make the most of that. Try and eat away through it. We can smash the can like a man. Use a knife, it's fine. Not bad at all. I'm doing quite well with this whole survival thing. Ah, there's a plus icon. Oh, that means we're getting more tired. I don't like there being I don't like the whole idea of there being, a plus icon. It looks positive, but realistically it's not kind of all too friendly, because it means we're going to probably fall asleep and kind of hit our head against the floor, knock ourselves out, and cause internal bleeding. Fun. We've got a calendar. We can't even see the dates. I think we've entirely forgot this entire kind of... precisely. The English language is not there anymore. The Canadians, they won't be proud. They found their home. We've wandered into it in the middle of the night. They've just gone home. They're helping campers. They're giving free jet ski rides across the snow and the ice and the lakes. But we decide not to help. We have better things to do, like walking over cracking ice that may probably kill us in the process. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. The entire thing is slowly cracking under us, and I don't really want to stand on the blue spatches. I'm guessing they're probably the most dangerous, but if I remember right, there were houses over here. We just need to try and find the right ones in the right direction. Apparently there's no houses anymore. It's alright, they're just ghosts. We don't need ghosts, we can find new ones. And again, we do need ghosts. Here's a ghost house, it'll be entirely fine. Who builds a kind of a fishing cabin in the middle of an ice lake? Well, then again, it's a fishing cabin in the middle of a, ice lake. It kind of makes sense, in all honesty.
Here.
Anything in the drawers? We're out of the wind, so we shouldn't be too worried at the moment. It should be fine for the time being. Aha, the basic wool scarf, just like Grandma used to make. We take that and put it on, it should make life a little bit easier. My only issue here is I need to start up a fire, boil a bit of water, but the only issue there is I'm cheap. I want to get the most out of my money, and for doing that, I don't really want to start a fire in the middle of the outside wilderness. Unless I could do a bit of fishing. But I don't have a fishing rod, so it's fine, I'll survive without it. Realistically, I'm actually quite fine. The thirst is low, the hunger's low. Cold is building up quite drastically. But, we put on a bit more clothing, we should be quite happy here. It doesn't really add too much, but it's just enough to kind of add a bit more to this whole survival. You know, just the whole survival skill. Skill we probably don't have. Could there be anything over here? And there's another fishing trawler. Fishing trawler, yeah, the boats now. That's what a Canadian boat looks like, it's fine. I guess we have to light that up so we kind of melt that down and we feel a bit happier about it. Oh, we just use a knife to break it, fair enough. A bit barbaric. I don't even know, but... Uh-oh. We're apparently dying of freezing. Dying of freezing. Well done, brain. But then again, if we're dying of freezing, we probably won't be able to comprehend the basics of the human language, will we? Let's start a fire and hopefully not be moided by the weather. Can we do any fishing? I need fishing tackle. Well, you say that now. You didn't say it earlier. I found fishing tackle. How's the fish? Let's do this. Actually, no, let's not do that. I would probably like to add a bit of wood to this fire. Mainly because we need to boil a bit of snow. Make the most out of this, and once we've boiled all that, we can hopefully, if we're very good, if we're not naughty this year, Santa will bring us some Christmas fish. We'll have to work for them, but it shouldn't be too bad. Fish for now, see what we find. We've got a bit more tinder, we'll kind of try and cook up a bit of fish and try and kind of leave without being, well, particularly distraught. What can we cook? I take it we didn't particularly find any fish, did we? Let's have a look around, let's have a look. Anything at all? Any food? Any fish at all? NG bar, we may have to eat that. Otherwise there might be a bit of, issue with our whole fatigue and the lack of kind of survival here. Jerry can, what's inside it? Wood matches. Okay, at this stage we probably need to start running. Fire's about to go out. It's not even about to go out yet. May try and make the most of this, kind of sit down next to the fire. We'll stay camp stories, like that one about the lumberjack with the axe who kind of broke into people's houses. Wrecked up the place, but he wasn't there to hurt people, he was there to deliver presents. DIY presents. He'll give you a plank. If you wanted a car, he'd give you an engine. If you wanted a gun, he would give you just a few pieces of metal and just say, well, make your own, son. We did back in your day. Although I'm just stalling to try and save a bit of time. I know we need to make the most out of this fire, but then again, I have a short attention span, so goodbye, let's walk out the door.